Join me on a journey to embrace your Kavela life. Coming into an extended child's pose, take those arms forward, widen the knees if you need to, and just shift the hips from side to side. And then find stillness. Notice if you're holding any tension or resistance in the hips, the shoulders, the upper back. Begin to push the breath deeper into those places where you're feeling a little tension or tightness. Slowly, let's float up into tabletop. And preparing for our melting heart pose. So taking those hips over the knees, gaze towards the top of your mat, and start to walk the hands forward. So you can keep those forearms lifted or come into puppy pose and lower the forearms down. So you have two options here. You can try and see what works best for you. If you're coming into puppy pose, the forearms are grounded, the elbows are grounded. And then let that forehead touch. Or stay with your melting heart, keeping those arms elevated and just the palms are grounded. Let that heart flow down towards the ground. So whatever feels good for you, you'll feel that stretch in the shoulders, the upper back. Allow the lower body to relax. And just find your edge. And when you reach that point of resistance, tension, just hold there and breathe. Deepening and lengthening the breath. Taking one more last deep inhale here. And exhale, let it go. Let that chest drop a little closer to the ground. And slowly release out of the pose, letting those forearms drop. Slide forward all the way onto the belly. Extend the arms out in front, circle them around. Just let them rest alongside the body, palms facing up. And then turn the head gently to the right, grounding that left ear. Let those shoulders relax. Let that upper back open up. Let go of the legs, the feet. Allow your body to just melt into the mat. Gently turn the head to center and then just take it to the other side, grounding the right ear this time. Relax the jaw. Allow the mind to just be clear, let any thoughts float away. And gently turn the head back to center. Circle those arms around, bring them in front of you, palms facing down. Let that forehead touch. Start to walk those forearms in, coming into your Sphinx pose. Walk those elbows underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Take the legs mat's width. Maybe close the eyes or keep the gaze straight ahead. Just notice the shoulders. Draw them down away from the ears. Relax the lower body, the muscles. Staying nice and lifted through the crown. Puffing the chest forward. Transition into your seal pose. Start to slowly float those elbows, forearms up. Make sure the shoulders stay down. Make sure you're not clenching in the glutes. Notice the mid-back. Taking one more deep inhale and exhale, let it go. Slowly come back to Sphinx pose. Come all the way down. Let that forehead touch. Slide the palms outside the chest. And then make your way back to extended child's pose. Nice and slow, stretch it out. Maybe wide knee, child pose here. Feeling grounded, feeling centered. Inhale, slowly come to a seated position, slide the arms back. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice long spine. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring the knees together if they're wide. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, take the palms behind you, fingers facing towards the top of your mat. And just lift the heart up. So just opening up the chest. Let the head drop back. And then come back to seated. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And take the palms out in front. And we're going to come into our plank pose. So just find your way there. Tucking the toes, stack the shoulders over the wrists. Engage that core. Lift the hips up to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. And pedal those heels, bend the knees. So shifting our attention to the lower body. And let's find our down dog, find stillness here. Floating that right leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. And the knees, stack the hip. Open up here. Maybe point and flex the foot. Maybe just take some little ankle circles going in one direction and then the opposite. And then float that knee into the chest, stepping through for a low lunge, dragon pose. Stacking that right knee over the right ankle, slide the left leg behind you. And just let that upper body relax, let the head hang, focusing on the hips. Try to let any tension, weight release out of the upper body, the arms. Feel the back of that right thigh, the hamstring lengthening. So if you feel pretty challenged here, just stay right here, or feel free to go into your lizard pose if you'd like. If you're coming into lizard pose, start to walk that right foot out. Walk the right palm inside the right foot. So again, just do what feels good for you today. You don't have to go into lizard. Listen to your body. Stay connected to your breath. Feel the hips opening up. Whenever you're ready, if you're in your lizard, just make your way back to your dragon pose, low lunge. Come back to center. And then just taking a counter stretch here, coming into our forward fold half split. Shift those hips back, fold over the right leg. And let the chest drop. Maybe gently start to flex that right foot. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. And then slowly release. Come back to your low lunge dragon. And tuck the left toes. We're going to flow back to our three-legged dog. Right leg's going to float up, stretch it out. If you want, flow through plank, chaturanga, or just go right into your downward facing dog. Meeting in down dog. And float that left leg up, three-legged dog. Extend through the leg. Square the shoulders and hips first. And then bend that left knee, flex the left foot, open it up. Open that hip. Maybe point and flex the left foot. And take little ankle circles here, going in one direction and the other. And then that left knee floats into the chest. Find your dragon. Left knee stacks over that left ankle. Slide the right leg back. Take any weight off that right knee. Let most of the weight be in that left foot, the top of the right foot. Allow the upper body to just relax. It's okay to round the spine here. It's all about the hips. Let those hips drop. And just breathe. Stay connected to your breath. If you want to Go for lizard. If you did on the other side, start to walk that left foot out, left palm in. Feel that hip opening up. Use your breath as a tool. If you're feeling a lot of tension, a lot of resistance, just breathe long and deep. It's going to help the body relax and let go. Taking one and exhale. If you're in lizard pose, slowly start to make your way back up onto the palms. Walk that left foot in and come back to dragon. And then just coming into our counter pose, shift those hips back. Coming into your forward fold, square the hips, let the chest drop. Find some space. Slowly release. Walk those palms forward. Come back to dragon. Tuck the right toes. Float that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Flow through Vinyasa here if you'd like, or go right to downward facing dog. Two deep breaths here. And let's lift the heels, walk the feet towards the hands, coming towards the front of your mat. And slowly just let the hips drop down. We're going to come all the way down onto our mat. Bending the knees, flex the feet, lift the chest, flatten the back, close the eyes. And find the hands and the feet connection here. So hands to feet, we're going to come into our forward fold. Start to slowly slide those heels away from you. Allow the upper body to fold over the lower body. Keeping the knees bent as much as you need to. Feeling connected to yourself, your body, your mind. Feeling grounded. Release the hands, walk the hands up the legs. We're going to come into our reverse plank. Take those palms behind you. Point the toes. On your next inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Opening up that front body, the chest, the heart. Lift the hips up a little higher. Exhale, float down. And bend those knees. Take the hands to the feet. Let those heels start to slide away. Come back into your forward fold. Let that chest come closer to the thighs. Release the hands, walk them back. We're going to come into our reverse tabletop. Taking the palms behind you, bend the knees, walk the feet in, hips width. When you're ready, inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, float them down. I'm going to float back up. Inhale. Lift the hips up a little higher. Exhale, float them all the way down. So from here, we're going to come into our dragonfly. So turning to the long side of your mat. Let's take those legs, extend them out. Feel the sits bones grounding. So it doesn't matter how wide the legs are, just go where it feels good for you. Maybe just sitting here is challenging enough. So again, just close the eyes, go inward, relax. And just take the palms where it feels good, maybe to the knees. Crown to the sky. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then just roll them back down. Let those shoulder blades draw down. Avoid holding the breath. Stay with your breath. Start to turn the knees towards the sky, or maybe slightly start to open up. And flex the feet, point the toes a couple of times here, point and flexing. And then keeping the feet flexed, start to come into dragonfly. So you can take the palms center and slowly start to walk those palms forward, or do the same thing, taking the palms on the legs, walking the hands towards the feet. So again, just do what feels right for you. Deep inhale. And exhale, let the body fold deeper. And slowly, when you're ready, start to make your way back to center, walking the palms back in. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, taking a side stretch here over to the right. Open the chest to the sky. Inhale, come back through center. Float that right arm over to the left. Inhale, back to center. One more time, over to the right. Inhale, over to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Take the legs towards the top of your mat. Bend the knees. Reach the arms forward, palms face to the sky. Round the spine. Slowly roll onto your back. Coming all the way down. Float the knees right into the chest. Feel those shoulders grounding, the back, the hips. Extend the legs up to the sky. Let the arms ground. Relax through the neck. Relax the jaw, the face. Bend the knees, let those feet ground. Take the arms out in T and just let those knees drop over to the side. Just coming into a twist here. And then let them float over to the opposite side. Come back to center and just move gently from side to side. Windshield wiper those knees. And come back to center. From here, just bring the soles of the feet together, coming into Sapta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So diamond shape with the legs. Maybe bend the elbows. Let those knees come closer to the ground. Feel really open, centered, connected to yourself. Come back to the present moment. And whenever you're ready, go right into your Shavasana. Extending the legs. Take the arms wide. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, begin to move the fingers, the toes, the feet, the hands. Inhale, float the arms up. Bend the knees and gently roll onto your side. And just breathing here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, just make your way back into a comfortable seated position. And keeping the eyes closed, roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. And closing out with our 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And thank you so much for joining me. And as we move into a new year, a new day, always give yourself the gift of your love, your patience, your kindness, your respect, and stay consistent with all your good habits. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.